Hello gamers, today I'm here to tell you about League of Legends and why it is a good MOBA for casual gamers learning to play this type of game. The problem with MOBAs is that they're difficult to learn how to play, and that's the biggest barrier that casual gamers face when trying to learn how to play this sort of game. First, I'm going to talk about what qualities a MOBA needs to possess in order for casual gamers to have the best time learning how to play it. Some of these criteria might be having limited availability to content of the game to prevent the gamer from being overwhelmed by all of this new content that's being introduced to them. Tips and hints in game or out of game that would help improve a person's gameplay. Multiple difficulty levels to allow better adjustment for the gamer when they're learning to play this new genre. And low cost. Low cost is always ideal with any type of game when trying to introduce it to a new person. So as far as limited availability goes, there are currently 123 champions that you can play on League of Legends, which are characters that you can play as that all have different types of moves and skills. And just throwing 123 of these at a new player would be very overwhelming for them. They wouldn't know who to play as or who they might even be interested in playing as. So to remedy this, League of Legends makes 10 champions available for free each week. And as you play, you earn IP, which are influence points, as you can see right there. And they can be used to purchase new champions to play. So right now, each one has an exclamation point by their name, and those are the champions that a new player would be able to play just starting out in the game. As far as tips and hints go, there are tips that pop up over here in the corner of the screen all the time to let you know what's going on in the game, especially when you're a beginner player. And also, they show you recommended items that you should be buying for whatever character you pick, because there are this many items. And showing a new player that many items could be very overwhelming. They won't know what to pick, what to use, and simplifying it like this and showing me what I might want to buy to start out with or move towards as I go through the game would let me know what to do in order to do well in the game. As far as in-game tips and hints, there'll often be hints that pop up in this corner for new players, especially in the intro bots game mode, which I'll go over later, which will look like that, and it'll tell you what to do, buy starter items to begin, and even now it'll say level up your moves. It'll pretty much tell you what your next step is when you want to keep playing. So as far as multiple difficulty levels are concerned, there are 2 tutorial modes which will teach you how to play the main types of game modes in the game. Then there's introductory bot difficulty, which are computers that you'll be fighting against. And at the introductory difficulty, there are many in-game hints and objectives that they'll tell you pretty much what to do at each level of the game. And the computers you're playing against will be they're not weak, but they will be very stupid. Then there will be the beginner bot mode, in which the computers will be a little bit smarter, and they'll know how to defeat you more effectively. Some better strategies will be implemented into their gameplay, and they'll be a little bit harder to beat once you start having a lot of ease defeating the introductory bot levels. Then right after you become pretty talented at defeating the beginner bots, come the intermediate bots, and they'll have a pretty advanced gameplay tactics, and it'll be quite difficult to defeat them, even if you're having a very easy time defeating the beginner bots. These multiple difficulty levels will effectively teach a player the different gameplay styles that they'll need to implement or focus on. A good thing that a game should have that would appeal to a casual gamer's interests in playing the game would be to have a very fun atmosphere in playing the game. In the game, the art is very cartoon-like, which will capitalize on a player's interest. Whereas in other MOBA style games, the art would be a little bit more serious than what we can see in League of Legends. As you can see, the style of art in League of Legends is pretty cartoony. The good thing about League of Legends is that it's free to join or sign up, and also it's free to download right onto your computer, absolutely free to play. So, in conclusion, League of Legends caters very well to the casual gamer consumer base, anyone learning to play the style of game that are MOBAs. Through its implementation of not overwhelming the players by making everything available at once, providing new players with tips and hints to help them as they play the game, providing players with multiple difficulty levels to improve their gameplay as they go along and get better, giving their players a fun atmosphere to keep playing in, and by making the game absolutely free.